What's up, everybody? Back with a Sunday analysis, marking out my charts for the week. My area of interest being support and resistance zones. Starting today off with gold once again. On the weekly chart, we see last week ended in a huge doji. After a big correction, could possibly see a push up this week. Seeing the daily failed to make a new low. Doji here as well. Anything is possible, but it did take out all this liquidity over here. The 4 hour has started making higher highs and higher lows. It is inside this lower high, lower low. But going with the daily and the weekly, we could definitely see some potential bullish moves at the start of this week. Dropping down to the 1 hour to mark out some zones. I see a lot of liquidity coming in, big moves around this area. If we get a push over this zone sometime next week, a break and retest, we could see a nice move. And then also, because it looks like it's pulling back after this big 1 hour candle right here, we could potentially see something. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could potentially see a push down to here and rejection back up. Plenty of space in there to trade, even here to here. Let price do its thing and then maybe break up and catch another move. Targeting one of these highs over here, most likely this one. Possible trade idea here. And possible trade idea here as well. Breaking up. Boom, boom. Now anything is possible. Even earlier this week we could see it coming down. Same thing. No worries wherever it goes. We follow. Break underneath. Boom, retest. And catch a move to the downside. I would see it going up by the looks of structure. Let's see if it were to pull down and break this line here, a little Chen line action. We will wait and see and react. Going over to Euro USD, back on the weekly. Weekly's become bearish. I guess let's check out DXY quick. So DXY is the dollar index for the US dollar. And it appears to be building, trending up. And with some cross pair correlation, meaning that on Euro USD, the US dollar is the second pair. For DXY to go up, that would push US dollar down as US dollar getting stronger and or Euro getting weaker. We could see some moves to the downside. Maybe even taking out this low, this gigantic move here on the 1 hour. So I would definitely be bearish, but again, reacting anyway and could take a buy if the opportunity presents itself. Let's see. Down to the 1 hour. If we're going bearish, here's a big push from here as well as here. That marks a pretty solid zone. I guess technically it did push off this already. We could see another, fill this opening gap here and another move to the downside. like this as well. Push from this area. Rejection. Push from this area. And this big move from here. It could target this low, or just like gold, we could see it break, retest, and catch a move to the downside here as well. You know, something like push up here and here. Or if price wants to go straight through, you know, if it comes here, we'll probably see a reaction, but then we want to see it break the zone, higher time frame close, retest, push. And that's the move we'd be looking to take. GBP USD is usually quite similar. Rather same structure here on the 1 hour, breaking this low as it did on the Euro USD as well. Looking pretty bearish as it was trending down. Lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high. Now it is possible it reverses here as it did break this trend line. But looking at the DXY in the higher time frames, it looks pretty bearish. Now on the 4 hour, I feel like it looks a little bit different. It's kind of to the bottom of all these big pushes. So we'd be looking a lot of volume coming in these areas. It's quite possible we get a rejection. Now if I'm going to trade either of these pairs, I want them to look the same, as they're very correlated, being Euro and GBP, and then USD the second pair. So we'd possibly want to see a break and retest of this zone and catch this move. Let's see here. If we catch a pullback and going back down. So break and retest, push here, rejection here, rejection here, push here, break, retest, push here, and again from here, even catching a range trade in between here. Many possibilities for the week. It is Sunday night. I will trade New York session in the morning, so it'll have a whole night of Tokyo and Asian session, and Europe session to make its structure, and we will react in the morning. And last but not least, USD JPY, and again, being that DXY is looking very bullish, let's put this here. If we can get a break above that, it is probably going to trend some more. So DXY being bullish, meaning USD cross the other pairs. So if DXY is trending up, USD JPY is most likely trending up as well, meaning USD is getting stronger. And if DXY is going down, USD JPY is going to be going down as well, correlated as the US currency getting stronger or weaker. So yeah, you see very bullish look. The weekly, the daily, not even much structure, little pullbacks. It is very, very bullish right now, except for this big correction, but it has now broke this high. We can maybe see a pullback and then push, and we will go down to the 1 hour and find a support zone that we could get a pullback into. Becomes a little difficult when it is trending so hard. There's not as much structure. So our best bet would probably be here. Let's see if it makes sense. Like that. See, this is where the move happened. Retested this, so big push. Not as big, but a solid push up from here. Do we have anything over here? No, it is very bullish. I would like to see a retracement before I enter. Anything on USDJPY this week? Now, as more structure is made during the week, I will add zones or take this one away or move it elsewhere to find another area of interest to stay up with price. Now going down to the 15-minute, lots of rejections from here. If we were to get a break and retest from this zone, I could potentially take a buy. I would rather see it to come down, fill this space, reversal rejection to here, and then break and retest. Especially being there's a huge gap here. Lots of space to be filled. Come down, maybe even take out this low. And yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts for the week. USDJPY could be some big bullish moves. Gold looking like it could possibly have some big bullish moves as well. And Euro and GBP USD probably looking bearish, but we'll react, use the checklist, and take whatever is given. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Peace.